ever claimed that you were going to conquer the world when you grew up? You're going to at least travel everywhere. You were going to solve some disease. You were going to marry the prettiest girl in the world and live for happily ever after. That once you got married, you'd never be divorced. It would be like the Brady Bunch. And did you ever say, and I'm going to learn how to play the guitar? Well, you see this? The little opening act? That's as far as I've ever gotten. I've had this guitar present from my daughters for many years. I hardly picked it up for the first 2 years. Because I told them, Dad wants to learn how to play the guitar. Because Dad said he was going to travel all over the world and cure a disease and all those things. But I'm going to play the guitar. I'm going to learn how to play the guitar, and then, years later, finally picked it up again a couple years ago. And I was on a roll for about 6 months. I haven't picked it up in a year. I learned some chords. And I've never learned a song on it. When I was a kid, my parents bought me a guitar, put me in guitar lessons. I lasted about 3 weeks, maybe 4. See, I never followed through on a lot of stuff I said I would do. I don't know, my personality, things got in the way. I put roadblocks. Maybe I was afraid of failure. Got married. Eventually got divorced, so, it wasn't the forever thing there. And then when I got divorced, I said, well, I'll meet someone else. And her and I will live happily ever after. And that hasn't happened. And I ain't getting younger. And maybe I put about as much effort in that as learning to play the guitar. Maybe it goes hand in hand. It's about the effort. It's all about the effort. You say you're going to do something, you got to do it. That's how people are successful. I graduated from college. Barely. But I graduated. That's an accomplishment. I graduated high school, graduated college, had beautiful children, great family. It's sort of like when you think that you've accomplished those important things in life, which I have, and you just want to, and it seems to be enough. It's never enough for a human being. It's never enough for a man. It's yet, if you're going to be a human being, you have to dream. Nobody says you have to dream big, and nobody says that every dream that you ever dreamed as a boy or as a person, that you have to be successful in all of them or accomplish all of them. But it also doesn't mean that you say, I got married, although I got divorced, I have great children, a great family. That also doesn't mean that's it. But then again, I look at my guitar every day, and I want to pick it up, and I want to take music lessons, but I don't want to pay $25 a session. It's like when you have problems and you go to a counselor, I mean, the copay is $25. And the good feeling you get out of going to counseling lasts about a day. I'd rather buy lotto tickets. Take guitar lessons. It's almost like I have no faith in myself that I'm going to learn anything, and it's like, well, I could have done something else with those $25. You know, you reason yourself out of stuff. That's it. You reason yourself out of the things that you want to do, that you think are going to be big. I wanted to be a good golfer, for instance. Bought some golf clubs about 30 years ago. And because, as I've discussed before, I'm a loner, and the only one I ever played golf with was my dad, till, you know, he couldn't anymore. I didn't take lessons till a couple of years ago. And I thought, well, maybe I'll meet someone and, you know, we'll take the lessons. I'll pay the, you know, $100 for a 5-week course. And I'll meet someone and then I'll play golf with them and I'll have a golf buddy. Maybe she'll be a female, preferably, you know. Learn how to play a good game of golf, have a partner, you know. Off I am. But you know, you go to those things, it's like you go to dance lessons. That's another thing. I want to learn how to dance. I mean, dance, you know, the way you're supposed to dance. You go to these lessons, and then everybody shows up as couples. Whether it's for golf, I even did the tennis thing. I know how to play tennis, but you know, I thought, well, I'll go to tennis, I'll meet someone. They all show up with the couples, with their wives or their girlfriends. And you're out there, and then when, you know, the instructor says, well, you know, you're going to have to hit the ball with someone, and he turns over and he says, well, can one of you, you know, team up with Rob? Well, you know, they're thinking, what's the matter with him? Why didn't he bring someone like we did? And so I don't go to those lessons anymore. And I never went to the dance lessons again. So I didn't learn how to dance the way you're supposed to dance. It's all circumstances of life. Like this beautiful guitar. It's a Keith Urban guitar with the self lessons. I have about, I don't know, 20 CDs that come with it. I watch the CDs. He's going 100 miles an hour. I can't keep up with him. So I use this thing over here, and I learned some chords. Just chords. Oh, I could advance to the next level, but as I explained, I'm thinking maybe I ought to just use all that money to buy lotto tickets. I have a better chance of winning the lottery than eventually learning to play a good guitar or becoming a good enough golfer to join tournaments. And I get all these emails about come on out, come to the golf course today, because you know I'll go and play now and then on my own. And so they send me stuff. It's like, come on, it's Monday, you know, come and join us. And again, pay $25 and we'll put you in a group, and you don't even have to be that good. Yes, you do. Those people take their golf seriously. They don't want some slob going out there and, you know, ruining everything. So I know the game. You better learn your stuff, or you're not invited. Or they'll make it seem like you're invited, but you're not. So you, again, as I do, I wander aimlessly through life trying to accomplish something that you said you're going to accomplish, other than the usual stuff that is the most important things of life. But I learned some chords. there's no song. Maybe that's like the thing about life now. Sometimes it's harder for some than others. It's like many years ago, before I ever got married. I was single before I had kids. You know, and you're struggling as a young man, trying to find a job after college, and you know, you might need to really go out and get a girlfriend and so forth. And a friend of mine would always say, "Well, at least you got your health." Ever people ever tell you that? Well, at least you got your health. At least, you know. Well, yeah, of course. But is that it? It's like when I was a dad. It was, you're a great dad. Okay, I'm more than that. I'm a human being and I'm a man. I want to be more than that. You always want to be more than something. More than, you know, what you are, the important stuff. Because that's what life's about. Trying to just learn something, be better at something than others. You know, that people would think that, you know, you're not great at. So I guess just like life, you have to keep trying. Even when the days go by and you look at life like you look at your guitar and you make those excuses. Tomorrow, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll accomplish that tomorrow. And I'm not talking about mowing the lawn either, or edging, or weed eating. That kind of crap I despise. I hate lawn work. It's a waste of time, but it's got to be done. And you know, I do not sleep well at night thinking, I did the lawn. What an accomplishment. Might as well say I fed myself. I took myself a bath. Those are the things you're supposed to do without even blinking. It's those other things that people will say, gee, I could never do that. He knows how to play the guitar. Most people don't know how to play the guitar. And here it is. And here is life. Ready to be conquered. And yet, sometimes even as human beings, we manage to screw that up. But you never know. You just gotta keep trying, and then one day you look at life like you look at your guitar or whatever it is, and you say, I'm finally gonna knock it out of the park. Yeah, I've said that for many years. But you never know. You never know. That's all I got.